Ryan's in. There's 1.1 million, 14 bigs.
10-8 of clubs. And Savas got the queens here.
Here we go. I'm all in.
Going to be seeing an ISO here, I think. From Savas.
There's a triangle.
There's the triangle.
All in.
Oh, what a spot for Mohammed.
Mike can't get them in.
What a spot. There were no thinking and tanking then.
He can't get them in quick
There
enough.
were no tanking. Can I have a count, please? None of that malarkey on this time. Look at these kings against queens against Ryan's 10-8. More could be cheerleader. 3.4 million.
Honestly.
If it wins this, if the kings hold his chip leader.
Wow. Savas is just sick here.
Kings, queens.
Here we go. Three-way action.
Mo with 60% equity here. Three ways. Kings versus queens versus 10-8. In 3.4 million chips in this pot. This is a huge moment for this final table. Ace 10-7. So some equity there for Ryan.
There's always an ace on the flop, you know, when you've got kings. Just that nobody's got one this time. Oh, Ryan!
Oh, Ryan!
Oh, no way. The 10-8 going to do it? It does!
Wow, what a spot for Ryan. He's the jam 10-8. Boats up versus queens and kings. And I think he had Mo covered. They're just going to double check the counts here because it was pretty close. But
wow,
that is some hand.
10 on the flop, 8 on the turn, 8 on the river. Are you kidding? The short stacks have got plenty of time. 14, 15, 17 bigs. Still plenty of time. Cal looks down, gun opens and looks down at kings. Any action for the man. They're called Calagero. Michael with the nines, probably going to be seeing a flop at least, which he does. Makes the call. Call spices out with 9 deuce. John gets underway as well. Now Thomas will defend the big. Looks down at 240k. Does he think this is a good time to squeeze?
It's a sick one here. I mean, Tom's probably not getting away from this one tower, to be fair, but
there's the raise.
Does go 3-bet, not all in, and it's going to be really grim here when Cal goes 4, and then Michael's probably going to get out of the way, and we're back on Tom. We know we're behind at that point, but
10 seconds.
Cal's triangles in. First bit of action.
Michael gets out of the way, and Tom obviously can't do anything at that point, but he's got some outs. And he's taking on the man of the moment in the first all-in confrontation of the final table here at the high roller. So
you know what always happens when you're up against kings and you're all in? There's always an ace on the floor.
Honestly.
It happens more than it should do.
Yeah, where's your ace there?
Ah,
there we go.
Thomas Clack needing one of the 3 aces, running queens.
7 on the turn, so just 3 outs now for Tom going into the river, or the bubble will burst here.
Oh, Barry! From heaven. Oh, man.
Out of nowhere, you and applauds.
God.
Oh, that is a savage one.
That is grim. 5s. And the small. Just small and big. Makes it up. Pocket 5s. Oh, Stato is going to raise it up as well.
Aaron, Jamie.
What we got? Just under 30.
Was 27. So yeah, 30, just under 30 for Jamie. The blinds. No, we are at 20k, 40k.
Yes, 2040. Stato makes it 140.
Now over to Jamie. Trev has doubled. He's got about 15 now. He's sitting with 25 and looks like he is going to go with it all. Goes for the jam. Gets snapped off by Stato, and Jamie with the 5s has ran right into it here. Stato on his way to over half of the chips in play. Well over half the chips in play. Good for 60% of the chips in play if we can hold here with the jacks. And there's only 1 5 left in the deck for Jamie to find, so needing that case 5.
9, 8, 4. We're needing the case 5 of spades or running straight cards. Running clubs? No, clubs don't work.
6, 7 or a 5.
The 6. So a 5 and a 7 working to get out of this one.
Who's number 7? Back him on the river.
Whoa!
Oh,
and does with the 7.
That is a grim river
Wow!
to take for Stato. That is a filthy one.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
1 out for Jamie. Stato could have had 60% of the chips in play, but now Jamie is the chip leader and Stato down to 40 bigs. What a cruel run out. You see that flop and you think you're there with the clubs covered as Stato. The run in 6, 7 comes in.
Ryan's in. There's 1.1 million, 14 bigs.
10-8 of clubs. Savas got the queens here.
Here
on the
we
button.
go. I'm all in.
Going to be seeing an ISO here, I think. From Savas.
There's a triangle.
The triangle.
All in.
Oh, what a spot for Mohammed.
Mike can't get them in.
What a spot. There were no thinking and tanking then.
He can't get them in quick
There
enough.
were no tanking. Can I have a count, please? None of that malarkey on this time. Look at these kings against queens against Ryan's 10-8.
Ryan sat here.
More could be chip leader. 3.4 million.
Honestly.
If it wins this, if the kings hold his chip leader.
Wow. Savas is just sick here.
Kings, queens.
Here we go. 3-way action.
Mo, 60% equity here. 3 ways. Kings versus queens versus 10-8. In 3.4 million chips in this pot. This is a huge moment for this final table. Ace 10-7. So some equity there for Ryan.
There's always an ace on the flop, you know, when you've got kings. Just that nobody's got one this time. Oh, Ryan!
Oh, Ryan!
Oh, no way. The 10-8 going to do it. It does.
Wow, what a spot for Ryan. He's the jam 10-8. Boats up versus queens and kings. And I think he had Mo covered. They're just going to double check the counts here because it was pretty close. But
Wow.
that is some hand.
10 on the flop. 8 on the turn. 8 on the river. Are you kidding? The short stacks have got plenty of time. 14, 15, 17 bigs. Still plenty of time. Cal looks down, gun opens and looks down at kings.
Raise 40,000.
Any action for the man. They're called Calagero. Michael with the nines, probably going to be seeing a flop at least, which he does. Makes the call. Call spices out with 9 deuce. Jordan gets out of the way as well. Now Thomas will defend the big. Looks down at 240k. Does he think this is a good time to squeeze?
It's a sick one here. I mean,
10 seconds.
Tom's probably not getting away from this one, Tower, to be fair, but
Raise 160,000.
There's the raise.
does go 3-bet not all in, and it's going to be really grim here when Cal goes 4, and then Michael's probably going to get out of the way, and we're back on Tom. We know we're behind at that point. Look,
10 seconds.
Goals, triangles in. First
Let's
bit of
go for
action.
it. Michael gets out of the way, and Tom obviously can't do anything at that point, but he's got some outs. And he's taking on
Yep.
the man of the moment in the first all-in confrontation of the final table
Does it
here at
happen?
the high roller. So
You know what always happens when you're up against kings and you're all in? There's always an ace on the front.
honestly,
It is. It happens more than it should do.
yeah, where's your ace there?
Ah,
There we go.
Thomas Clack needing one of the 3 aces, running queens.
7 on the turns with just 3 outs now for Tom going into the river, or the bubble will burst here.
Oh, Barry! The off from heaven. Oh, man.
Out of nowhere, Ewan applauds.
God,
Oh, that is a savage one.
that is grim. In with 5s. And the small. Just small and big. Makes it up. Pocket 5s. Oh, Stato is going to raise it up as well.
Aaron, Jamie.
What we got? Just under 30.
Instagram will do, I found out. What the red shirts? 500 old man. Red shirts, there's the big conviction as well. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Good afternoon and welcome back. What are you doing to weather?
I
You
don't
have a
know.
day off?
Yeah, I don't know.
You have a day off? Cool. Now we stay in a little nice hotel, nice and clean rooms, not too big but nice, clean all the time. 10-minute walk, bouncing.
10 minutes? What, 0.8?
Yeah,
I'd say that's about 6.5 minutes walk.
10 minutes with this frame.
10 minutes?
Yeah, easy.
I used to wake up at 5 to 12 on the point A and get here on time for 20 past. That's with
That's
a shower.
25 minutes.
That's with a shower, my teeth, a little mooch in bed, all of that.
10 minutes.
There's no way.
Telling you, 10 minutes.
There is no way. All right, carry on.
It's like walking round CBS.
Do you go the long way? Do you not cut down the road? Do you go past the hill then?
Do you know what? I've been 3 different ways this week.
Yeah, that's probably
I've done
why.
one down the hill,
Yeah.
one cutting through,
Yeah.
and then one round the back.
Oh, but that's why it's 10 minutes today.
Anyway, the best thing about it is the hotel rent umbrellas.
Oh, okay.
Needed one. They rent umbrellas, £3 for 48 hours. Or I take it home. £3, 48 hours, needed it.
What's the deposit?
No deposit.
no.
One of them beepy does. Beep, £3.
Well, they just
Comes off the
Trust
machine. Comes off the machine, and off you go.
So after 48 hours, if you try and put it up, it won't go up. Is that
I'll
right?
try it.
Otherwise,
Shall I try it Monday
otherwise-
morning?
otherwise someone could run off with it.
I'll try it Monday morning. But needed this morning. Needed. Here we go. Day 2. There were 25 day 2 buy-ins. 25. So they got everybody seated, which we were just a couple of minutes later from the 12 o'clock start, as we always do, but it doesn't matter. We're set for a full day. We'll get the payout structure once it's sorted in the first session at some point. The 122 for a day 2. That's the biggest day 2 we've had for a long
Yeah,
time.
it is.
A long time. London has turned up. Well done, one and all. Nearly £500,000 in the prize pool. So well done to everybody for turning out for London. And as you know, starting stacks for the 25 buy-ins are 20,000, and the rest are trying to catch Robert in 341, which was a crazy day on Thursday.
That's mad. Certainly starting stacks here, day 1, 10 levels, pretty unheard of.
So we are here, we've got giveaways, we've got plenty going on. Good afternoon everybody in the chat in the early starts and the early sessions for day 2. We are going to crack on, and we will see you on the tables. I'm looking forward to this one because this should be an absolute cracker. 122, we don't normally have that many coming back, but coming back to the Vic just shows how busy and how popular this card room now is. Everybody wanting to see the cash action just flows all night.
I think there was about 15 stacks sub 20 BBs on that list as well. Now you've got another 25 stacks added onto that. We could be losing, what, 30, 40 players this first session if things go a certain way.
Yeah. Afternoon, Statler and Waldorf. Hey, what do you think we're doing? What about the weather outside? Afternoon, everybody. Early session of the day. Welcome, one and all. 122. The payout structure will be with us within the first session at some point.
Queens for Nathan. Just goes for the raise. Maybe one that we can complete. I think when Muscan has like 13, 14, very nice complete when you get one of those sort of top end holdings. That was a day one yesterday.
Yeah, it was good. It was. We had some a couple of interesting spots, and it wasn't too bad at all. It was a nice, steady flowing day yesterday.
Ace Queen 4, Saeed. Goes for jam here, but this is one we talk about a lot, 4-ring, 9-handed. Problem with this is Saeed, Ace Jack shouldn't be calling this under the gun jam for 17, so just doesn't really achieve anything when we get called. Basically going to be flipping or dominated spot. Like, we want some value. Open here, 2 big blinds, Rob defends the King Jack, we get a bit of value from our hand, but unfortunately not going to get any here. Not going to be calling this hefty jam as Rob, I don't think. King Jack suited in the bounty maybe, but
In a bounty with King Jack of Diamonds. Yeah.
wow,
No, he does.
he's going to call the King Jack. Gun shot for 17.
Rob Madden. Rob Madden calling it off with King Jack. No help there. The Ace Queen for Saeed is still good.
Oh, there we go, lock it up. That
Boom.
is an optimistic call to start the day.
King Jack of Diamonds.
Maybe he thinks that Saeed's weighted towards like 8s, 9s, 10s, these types of hands, but always find when people shove for an amount they're not supposed to, a lot of the time you'll sort of see these Ace King, Ace Queen, 9s, 10s, these type of holdings here. King Jack suited just never going to have Saeed in a dominated spot. Highly doubt he's doing that with King Queen.
Payouts not sorted out yet, Ash. As soon as they are, we will let you know. Still sorting out with all the day 2 buy-ins, 25 day 2 buy-ins to be added. They will be sorting it out. Said it'll be the first session, 119. So we've lost 3 already. 119 from the 122. And the 3 players eliminated were Cassandra Young, Rob Duras, and EH. That's my dad's initials.
EH. Edward.
We should have been playing, but EH GDPR busted out. So 3 eliminations so far. Top right hand corner, 119 out of 429 runners. My dad was an Eric. Yeah, unfortunately, Poker Gareth, it's true about the parking. Not a lot they can do about it this year, unfortunately. But £5 for
The
24 hours, 9 till 9.
The thing I don't get.
Yeah.
So you walk into the Goliath, you go to the cash desk, you buy them for your £200. You're probably going to have another few bullets here. 6 to £800. I think the average person has 3 to 4 bullets. You go to the pizza on break, you buy a £20 pizza, you go and have a latte, that's £7. And then everyone's going, £5 for parking. It's £5? I don't understand it. I don't understand these poker players. It's
9 till 9 the clock runs from for the car parking. 9 AM till 9 AM. It's one of those things, unfortunately, but it's heavily subsidised by Grosvenor. Full days parking at the arena, I think 16. So heavily subsidised. It's £5 for 24 hours. You even get charged for parking in Tesco's. If you go to Tesco's and you're there for more than 3 hours, you start charging you.
There's a car park near where I live, and it's for like 24 hours, £28 I think it is. Like to park there.
28?
Yeah, like it's just like, I know it's central Birmingham, it's like similar to central
I
London.
remember
probably,
years and years ago when we used to work at the Fox Club, which is Shaftesbury Avenue, which is West End.
Yeah.
And we obviously didn't drive. Well, I did drive down there. I drove down there because we were working, and we didn't get the train or anything like that. It was £45
Yeah,
then
it's ridiculous.
for 24 hours.
Like, this is London.
That
well,
was
like,
Shaftesbury Avenue. I know it's central London, like, which is probably the biggest part of London, but it was crazy. Blue badges do not have to pay, no. But obviously there are limited Obviously, there are limited blue badge space. I don't know how many disabled spots there are at the arena. So if you do have a blue badge and you are disabled, there are spots. If you need to know that information, ring the arena, ask them directly, because we just do not know that information. Who's Dane Cook?
I don't know who Dane Cook is. Apparently I look like him.
Okay. I don't know who Dane Cook is.
It went on to Stuart Dawson, took down the Friday night comp at Walsall for 1.1k.
And then moans that he had to go to bed at 3:30. Do you know what? These poker players. I finish at 3 in the morning, but I've got £1,000 in my pocket. Oh, man.
It's all your fault, Tower.
It
Why are you charging parking, Tower? It's all Tower.
My fault. Because it's the arena's decision, Ashley. Nothing to do with us. It's an arena decision. Nothing to do with us. If you ever go to a football match, if you ever go to an arena, if you ever go shopping, if you ever go basically anywhere, if you stay out in a hotel on a night time, it's 15 quid for a car to sleep.
There's actually, because it's at a football ground, ain't it? I can't remember, someone's told me there's a website where people put their drives or like their parking spaces from their houses near football stadiums for sale for
That's
like
what
a week.
Sam was saying yesterday.
Yeah. So why like potentially someone could
Sam says it's 20 quid in Liverpool for some little Scouse lad to watch your car for while matches on.
Yeah.
On his drive. Yeah. Afternoon, Pesky.
I think Tower's used the 5 quids for the 10k.
Good shout, Ash. Rumbled. Rumbled. Oh dear.
So Saeed, middle pair after opening in the cut-off. Got bottom pair here for Asia against this stack depth. Could go either way. It's going to go check call. Oh, one loves to see that.
Oh, she was on a high roller table, wasn't he? And on our feature table yesterday.
And now Saeed goes for another 3k bet. And that was Asia here. Obviously, only 2 options we can call, potentially keep some bluffs in, or if we feel like our opponent's going to be checking back river a lot of the time, which maybe is indicative of this size. Looks like kind of size that wants to get to showdown cheaply. So it does look like we're going to spring it here and now as our shot. And Saeed wants to see a river card. Still waiting for that river.
Can't actually see what it is, unfortunately. Just waiting for the action tracker to catch up. Ace of diamonds. And a bet and a call. So I can check on the river. Oh shit, taking the pot.
To be fair, Val, the airports are the worst. You have to pay, I think Stansted's like 5 quid just to drop someone off.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, Manchester Airport have nailed it. No barriers anymore. Drive in, drive out. If you don't scan the QR code or go to their website, you get charged £100. You've got 24 hours to pay it.
Yeah.
It's a fiver.
Yeah.
It's £5 for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Parking. Drop somebody off. There's no barriers anymore, so there's no queuing in
Yeah.
and out. You get your 5 minutes, you zoom straight out. If you don't click on the website or see where to pay,
Yeah, that's it.
there's your fine. There's your £100. Bonkers.
It's funny, you know the old One Push Eddie.
Yeah.
So a few weeks ago, this before Vegas, he's dropping me from my mum's up to Birmingham, so it's a bit of a drive.
Yeah.
Takes me late at night. So it's 11:59, and we get to the clean air zone bit at that time. So he has to. He's only 5 minutes in that zone, so he's had to pay it twice because he drove in at 11. He drove in at 11:59.
And come out at 12:04.
And he goes. I've got two clean air things to pay. He goes. I might as well have paid you to drop you off in the end. He goes. Yeah, but he's drove in 11:59.
£7 at Stansted now to get in and out of the airport
£7 now.
for
Wow.
15 minutes.
I thought it used to be like a fiver. No, still.
Razor Kev's parking for the week at Stansted is £150 for the week. Oh dear. I like our parking went up because of COVID. How? How? How is that even possible?
The clean air zone, I think it's like £9, something like that.
The clean air zone.
Yeah, in Birmingham.
What is that about?
You got to have clean air as a car, like Teslas and stuff. Don't have to pay it.
Clean air zone. How do you know your car passed it or not?
There's a thing online. You put your number plate in, and it lets you know.
Oh.
I spoke about this on Wednesday/Thursday, Mr. Go, when I was here, but I think they're both in the wrong. Not going to get into it too much, but I think the floor were terrible with some of the decisions they made. And
Yeah.
was
I
out
think
of
the
order,
floor just remembered 2016
Yeah,
too
but-
much, and then it was just literally just to carry on from that.
Just think, like, when you've got 6 figures locked up and you're playing for that amount of money, you can't be putting someone on a 0.05 second shot. That's outrageous, to be fair. Just massive advantage for everyone else.
So as soon as we get the payout structure, we will give it you. Should be this first session at some point, and let you know how many players. 429. What are you paying? 50? A bit less. 48, 49.
It could go for free bet here as Suki cut off versus button with the Queen 10 suited. It's just going to land on flat, sort of that sketchy remit. Like when we got like 30 here, I don't think we play many free bets, if any, just because when we get jammed on, have to fold such a good hand with playability. I feel like when we start going north of 40, there is going to be some free betting going on at a frequency, but flat going to be fine as well. Robert actually had like the gin spot to jam here, Tower. He's not taking it, but cut off open, button call. We've got 20 bigs and ace-5 suited in the small. I don't think we're going to get a better squeeze spot and a better hand to do it with. It does flop best on the 8-8-5. Jack of spades on the turns. Does bring in a gut shot for Phil and up and down for Nathan and top pair for Russia. So expect this. Quite an interesting one for Nathan here, like both Jack X in Arshia and Phil. Some range after check back flop, so difficult to lead here with a 10-9. But Arshia not going for bet here. And Suki may take initiative with this gut shot, and here it comes.
Jack of spades on the turn. Check, check. Not out of the way.
And just always going to be a call for our show. See, it depends what Nathan does. He may just take his price here with a 10-9, getting over 4-1 on the call.
He is indeed, even though he's pretty short stacked at 18k.
And that's kind of interesting for our show because like we've always got the best hand against Nathan here. Maybe he can have like some Jack 8, some 8-5 like traps like that, but a lot of the time Nathan's range is going to be what it is: a 6-7, a 9-7, a 10-9, one of these up and down or double gutters. But Suki can still definitely have some stronger Jack X, some King Jack, some Ace Jack. So we still need to proceed with caution. Does make the call.
And Nathan does get there.
And I feel like, as Nathan here, may need to lead. Because I feel like both these players are going to recognise once we go freeway to the river. Definitely some 8x out there for the big blind. Maybe some traps like we said, Jack 8, 8-5. 10-9 now completing.
I think he could call this.
Queen Jack's a tough one, so is there ever a world that Arshia has like Queen 10, Queen 9 suited himself, although I'd probably fold turn with just a gut shot overcard. But the thing is, like, this is just such an underbluff spot. He's called turn on a rainbow board and wants to donk jam this river and may figure it out as Arshia here. He's got top 2, but what's Nathan supposed to have? What a great laydown
Good fold.
from Arshia there. That's top-notch laydown. And Suki now in a similar spot, obviously in terms of hand. Queen 10 worse to have than Queen Jack, but I guess 10's kind of relevant. Because Nathan here, once he leaves river, he's basically saying he's got an 8 or better. So removal to some 10-9 from Suki. None of that from Arshia with a Queen Jack. So if anything, maybe Suki's hand is going to be a better call. Just for the fact we got the 10 relevance and our opponent for value basically saying he has an 8 or a straight. But both with a good laydown. Good fold from both. Is Nathan going to show him the up and down that they got there?
Show him. I got there, he says. He's going to show him. He's going to show them both that there were 2 good folds in the end. Down to 1-1-1. Few eliminated players. Nick Marchington gone out.
Nick, he was in Vegas 2 days ago.
Well, so was the Cheng.
That is true.
They might come back on the same flight. Mitch Johnson busting out.
So funny. We've got our fantasy football. Mitch has been running it obviously all
Oh,
year,
right, okay.
and it's a mystery bounty. And obviously the season's over.
Yeah.
But we need to do the draw for the boxes because it's mystery bounty. Everyone has to draw a box and stuff like that. So we're in the group chat. Everyone's like, oh, when we do the draw, Mitch. When we do the draw, Mitch. Stato comes in the chat, goes, "Hey, to break it, you boys, but Mitch has had a bit of a bad Vegas. I think all the like joking around, obviously joking around. I was in hysterics. I was reading it. I was like, that's quite funny that, but. We got to do the draw for the mystery bounty for the FPL at some point. Just put, sorry lads, think he had a bad Vegas or something like that. There's not going to be no draw.
Muskin could get himself in a bit of bother here, top pair.
Yeah, this is GG for Muscan unless we can find a 14% job either.
Yeah. About 5k, all of it, and a call to see the bad news. Oh, nice hand, she says. Can we get there with a 10 or a jack? Stands up. 2 cards to come.
Really bad card.
Yeah, robs us of
10 of hearts, no good.
And Muscan eliminated. Muscan Zethi busting out. Also lost Fung Lam, Dylan Collingwood, Nikolai Pomenarov, Arya Sarkshik, Michael Howard, Frankie Green's gone, Arthur Conan's out, as well as Mitch Johnson. So down to 106. Unlucky Muscan.
Owning a CFO, owning Apocalypse. Suki, Queen Jack, Hijack, likely to be opened. Joe Diego loves it, don't he? Got some trivia for you. We're currently watching Suki on the feature, who is one of the 11 UK players to make the main event final table in the post-Moneymaker era. Can you name the other 10? Jack Oliver.
1,
John Eames.
2,
Dean Hutchinson.
3. Toby Lewis. The 7th when Dean was 6th.
Toby Lewis. James Aikenhead.
James Aikenhead. John Kalmar, 2005. We've done well there.
Yeah, we've done well. That's half already.
That weren't bad at all. Eames was a good shout. Completely retired, didn't he? Once he got his 3 mil.
Nick Marchington.
Nick.
How can we forget Nick?
He's just bust out here, that's why.
Trying to think who else. Andy Black.
Did he final table?
I'm sure it was like 2000. Like it was early 2000s. I'm not sure it was when Raymer won it, or maybe the year after.
Yeah, Dan Harrington was 99, wasn't he? So
Maybe it was just before the Moneymaker.
yeah. Yeah, Dan Harrington was 99.
Was Sternheimer one? I'm not sure.
No, don't think so.
Oh, how have we forgot?
How have we forgot? John Gardner,
Well, I thought you was going to say it there. You got the first name right.
John Espy,
There you go. How have we forgot John S?
old Espy.
Jack Sinclair. That's a great shout, Zacabella. I wouldn't have got Jack Sinclair. Final table, the WSOP Europe and the main, didn't he, in the same year? Well, we're going to jump back to the action. Saeed with the King 10. Sticks it in and tore it. I'm just going to get to ISO here and flush Rob out the pot.
All in. Says top. A week to Goliath, says Dave. Yeah, everybody's looking forward to it. Loads of information, and we do have giveaways for Goliath tickets today. We need a 10 for Saeed, or he's out the door.
No good for Saeed. Out the door, courtesy of Tor. I'm not sure, was Matt Moss one? I remember in 2016 he was the last 2 tables, but I can't remember who made Matthew Moss, the Wilkesoo 2016 year.
Okay.
He was the English lad that was still in as well.
And the chip shop was like
Yeah, Chip Shop
18th,
comes
wasn't he?
17th and Will comes 16th, and I think Matthew Moss was still in, whether he made the FT or not, I can't remember. That's a toughie. Sifo might struggle here, see how Tower's memory is, but Tower, can you ask Jay if the Jack should have called in the big three-way pot yesterday?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you remember that hand?
Just say yes or no.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you are, a Sifo.
Cheers, C4.
Ace 10 for our shot. Should be an open under the gun. Makes it 2.5.
Yeah, he flopped. He would have flopped the set with jacks, wouldn't he? I think it was a 5-bet with jacks, and obviously you run into aces and queens, but then he flopped the jack. If he 5-bet and left himself 17k with the blinds at, what were they yesterday? They were left himself about, might have been last level or one before, 4-8 or 5-1. Then would have left himself like 17 BBs, but if 5-bet folded jacks. And obviously when it was results orientated, he would have hit the jack and then would have had a monster pot. We just thought we just thought it should have been a call. 5-bet folding jacks doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, I feel like when you put that amount in, difficult to let it go. We're going to jump back to this hand. We've got two draws up against each other. Double gutted for our share. Batter hand with the nut flush draw. Strangely, from Batuhan, does pick up a lot of equity, but I don't think it's a turn that we actually get to lead on in theory. But maybe just betting his equity. It would have been much better here as Batuhan to potentially check raise if we want to take the initiative ourselves. Feel like we're going to get a lot more credibility and now waving the white flag. So I was just thinking, can we ever fold out like some Jack X and 8X, this type of stuff? Because usually in this spot when check 2, unlikely to have the best hand with Ace 10 because we expect some of the bluffs, the 9-7, 7-5, these type of hands to just to continue bluffing because they never win at showdown. So faced with check, maybe Arshia trying to target some Jack and 8X that did actually have the best hand. We've got two more to go. Andy Black is Irish. I thought he was Northern Irish. My apologies.
Yeah, me too.
I always thought he was No, is he not Northern Irish?
No, but he must be from Dublin. If he's Irish. Back in the day, I thought Andy Black was the guy that started Betfair, because the actual guy that actually started Betfair was called Andy Black.
He is Irish. Well,
And,
Republic of.
Yeah, I thought it was the same Andy Black that to play poker that started Betfair, but it was a different Andy Black.
Guy you're missing, we're missing one tower. The guy you're missing was 9th in 2011. Hasn't had a Hendon result since 2013.
Wow, 9th in 2011. Aikenhead was 2009.
Who was that? Was that Newhouse 2011? Mark Newhouse?
I don't know him.
We'll come back to it as Phil opens here
Oh, what's happening here?
with the sevens.
Can't hear the table unfortunately just yet, but we'll get there. Or did he just put in too many chips and thought it might have been a raise, but it wasn't. Ended up being a call.
Sam Holden, says Jonathan Preston.
Good shout.
But I've never heard that name in my life.
Sam Holden.
Sam Holden.
Long time ago, long big curly hair.
Never would have got that in a million years.
Started playing huge stakes, did Sam? There you go, big curly hair. That is not on the results in 2013. He could be anywhere. Yeah, good shout, Sam Holden.
Never
He was a
would've
big
got
name. He just came onto the scene and just burst onto the scene.
Piers Hines won it that year. Piers Hines.
Sam Holden, we would not have got that. Well, good shout. Yeah, he burst onto the scene, did Sam. And like you said, just disappeared.
What's that year?
You,
John Kelly.
John JP.
Oh, JP. Oh,
JP.
okay, JP.
Not John, not
Yeah, I
Johnny
was thinking
Kelly.
Johnny Kelly.
He's not that good.
So guys, after this hand, we have just got to stop the stream for a couple of minutes. It will literally be a refresh of YouTube, and then we will be back
Yes. Twitch and Facebook doesn't matter. It carries on. Does it carry on Twitch? No. Twitch will continue, so we'll continue chatting. Facebook and YouTube will have a 2-minute break, and it'll be a new link on YouTube and on Facebook after the next hand, just to do something in the settings on YouTube. This is going to do much about nothing. Open ender. So Phil in scene number 2. Phil Suki, top pair, decent kicker for Nathan.
Yeah, with no backdoor flush draw here, as Phil probably lets the dummy end gutter go.
Yeah.
Times our opponent can have Queen 10 suited in range as well, reversed implied odds, but he is going to look at one more. Thought without the old BDFD, this one may just hit the mark. It does take the price to see the turn, but now this where the hand probably going to be ending. Just second barrel from Nathan. And now surely Phil will get out the way, and we will have a quick stop start of the stream.
But Twitch will continue, which means we'll continue, obviously. But YouTube and Facebook will have to find the new link.
So there's the second barrel. Phil's not going to take too long before folding. Before we go, we're going to quickly spin over here, as
There is.
my man's got to go and open his steak restaurant later.
I know, yeah, he's got chef glasses on, he's got chef gloves on. There we go, he's been handling steaks and chickens and all sorts. Flop 4-4-2. Riz has left himself 1k behind, as you can see there. 1k. Riz is saying I've got none of that. You can tell. But he puts it in. Hopefully it's a high card. It is. Ace 8 against King 10. So Riz needing a king or a 10. Still the same. And it's not. 7-7. So Alex Risby, day 2 buying. Eliminated out of the tournament. Unlucky Riz. Still in the top 5 of the MPL, but eliminated out of the GUKPT here in London.